What up, Cancer? Happy February. This is going to be your reading for 2020. Let's see what we got going on. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm kind of coming off of a little bit of a bug. That's why I was a little bit MIA, but I'm back. I'm trying to get these readings out. So let's see what we have for you, Cancer. Cancer, I feel like some of you may be a little bit overwhelmed. This may be with a job. Definitely feels like too environment. So either this is not getting along with people that you're working with right now. If this is a living environment, that some of you may be sharing space with people that you're not 100% getting along with. So I feel like there's a change. There's a need to look somewhere else. Some of you are going to be finding yourselves putting new resumes, applications out. Some of you are looking at new apartments, new homes, and it's like, I just need to be out. I kind of get an ASAP type of vibe, like the sooner the better or faster is what I'm getting for you guys. So I feel like there's something that's coming in where it's like, I got to make a change this year. Some of you could be definitely having issues with a younger child. I don't know if this is what a health issue, or either emotional or psychological. There could be some need to talk things out. This may even be having issues with teachers, something to do with education or behavioral issues. So I feel like for some of you, you may be getting called into some type of parent-teacher meeting or environment where you're trying to figure out what's the best thing to do with your child. Spirit is saying, and I don't even want to put it out there, but for some of you, this may not be a thing with medication. So you may have the school or somebody saying, oh, they need to be medicated or they need to be on something. And Spirit is like, no, this may have something to do with your environment that you're living in, the people that they're around that is affecting them, where they're not performing the best that they can. So I think that's why Spirit is like, you need to talk to them. For some of them, this may even be going to family therapy to figure out what is going on. It'd be worth something to look into, especially if you're having problems with a child right now. I'm getting for some of you that self-imposed or that feeling of being trapped, and I feel like you're in an environment that you don't want to be in. So you could be dealing with people, like I said at the beginning, that you want to move away from. I kind of get somebody procrastinating, and it could be because of money. I feel like financially, like the money. Somebody's stressed about money. It's like it's not there. I'm not moving. I can't move because I don't have the money. Now, I feel like there is some type of bonus or something coming to you. This could be tax refunds, but make sure that you spend it on what you need to and that you don't piss it off, Cancer. All right. I'm getting a lot more travel this year. For some of you, this could be working in the travel industry. My sister's a flight attendant. Some of you may be pilots. Could be bus drivers, Uber drivers. But I'm getting a lot of travel, like going back and forth and dealing with people. So this could be for work related. I feel there's money attached to it. For a few, this is a vacation. Cancer. Some of y'all may be in a relationship with somebody that is in another relationship. So you could be a third party, side piece in this thing. You may not even know it. You may be dealing with somebody that you're dating. They're telling you that they're single, they're free and clear, and then you find out that they're married or they already are with somebody else. So there's something about a truth coming out that you're going to have to deal with and make a decision. Some of you may already know that the person that you're dealing with is married, but I kind of get the message that they're not planning on leaving the person. So they could be going, oh, I'm not happy with my marriage and I'm going to leave this person. Spirit is like, no, they're not. No, they're not. Some of them are talking. They want to, but they can't. They can't. It's too much money or obligations attached to the person that they're with. If they walk away from the person, they're going to have to pay money out. Some of them don't want to pay alimony or child support or even just give up what they have. So they're telling you this. And, of course, this won't apply to everybody because some of you may have somebody that's trying to make an exit strategy. But I think if you put a time limit on it and that person still hasn't gotten to the end of it, they're not going to get to the end of it. Don't waste 5 or 10 years doing that, you guys, if you're in that situation. Somebody's playing games. Definitely see good news about a move coming. You're going to find a place. If you've been trying to get your money together, a lot of you are. I also get that there's a new job, and that could be why it makes it easier for you to move. It's like, oh my God, the money is finally here. There's an opportunity, and I can finally get my money and get out and pack my stuff up. So I feel like somebody's throwing everything in a box, like I'm out. It's just like if they could throw a parade where you walking down the street, you'd be like, out, 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 out. It's just that vibe. Or somebody's just super excited. And I think it's because maybe they were saving up, or their ship has finally come in. Cancer. So let's see. The Fool card, taking a leap of faith. 5 of Swords, conflict. The Hermit, pulling away from people, going more inward. Queen of Blades, you may be dealing with somebody that is pushing your buttons, being a little bit overbearing on you. 2 of Wands, putting yourself in the limelight. Decisions. The Lovers, 2 decisions. Some of you may be connecting with somebody because you want to move or you need a place to stay. What is this? Knight of Blades. This is sometimes to me about indecision or doing things that you don't want to do. The Sun card. 6 of Cups. Page of Blades. Be careful with somebody coming back from the past. Strength. What is this? Knight of Coins. 10 of Coins. And 1 more, Spirit. Page of Wands. Some of you are looking at it. He's running like, I'm free. That was that feeling I got. I'm free. And they're like, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Come back here. And this person is like, I'm free. I see something. I'm excited. I'm going there. So some of you, you're having that energy. It's like you're coming to the end of something. You could be rekindling something from the past, deciding to move in with them. But I do feel like there's a move coming. There's a shift that's coming in living arrangements or a living environment. Cancer, 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 Cancer. Some of you have to let go of that fear that's holding you back. It's like, I know I need to change. I know I need to make a change. I need to let this go, whether it's a job or a relationship, but you're scared. And for a lot, it's like, am I going to be by myself? Will I be alone? All right. One more time, Spirit. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Some of you, I feel like you're dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. We got 4 Cups. We got Ace of Pentacles. There's that new job. We have the High Priestess. Intuition. 9 of Swords. What are you stressed about? 9 of Wands. Interesting. Feeling like you have to defend yourself. This could be competition with a job too. Ace of Wands. Knight of Wands. 4 of Swords. Travel, taking a trip. 5 of Air. Swords, conflict. Justice card. Some of you may be dealing with a court or legal thing. And 8 of Pentacles. Knight of Fire is messages. Ace of Fire is something that's coming in quick. So you may get some message that comes in really, really fast about either a court case or a trip that's coming in. If it's a court case, some of you may be having some type of conflict. This is like getting served. Like somebody just shows up at your door, knock, knock, knock. Are you Tanya Jones? Yes, I am. You've been served. Oh, fuck. Some of you might be getting that vibe. So we got the Fool card, which is showing somebody, and the thing that first struck me with the energy for a lot of you was this 4 of Cups. Boredom, discontentment, not feeling like you're moving forward, not feeling like things are growing for you, feeling stuck in a situation or an energy. Sometimes it's just like I just can't. Nothing is working. It's not even, I don't even know a word for it. It's just like, So some of you are feeling that energy, that vibe. And I feel like with the Fool card, it's like I want to take a leap of faith. I want to try something different. I want to move towards something. But I got this blah, excuse me, feeling. And I don't know if I can move forward. Some of you may be getting conflict with this movement forward. It's like you want to come out of that rut, and it's like you see the sun, and it's like I want to do it, and then somebody comes in and they rain on your parade. No, you can't do it right now. I need you here. For some of you, I feel like this could be manipulation. You could be dealing with somebody who's trying to manipulate you and keep you stuck in an environment or a situation that you really don't need to be in anymore. Your energy is saying, I'm out, but it's showing that there's conflicts with you're trying to leave. So you could be in a relationship where you're with an abusive person that's like, you know what, you're not leaving. You can't go anywhere. This could be emotionally abusive, mentally abusive, physically abusive for some of you. But I feel there's a lot of manipulation, Cancer. So you got to be careful that somebody's not playing on your heart, pulling on your heartstrings, or playing on you to keep you stuck in a situation. I feel for a few of you, because of this conflict, and we know Cancers don't like it. They don't like conflict. You're sensitive. Some actually start conflict. Depends on where your other planets are. But for some of you, I feel like whenever you get into a conflict with somebody or an argument, you pull back and you go into hermit mode. I don't want to talk to you. I don't even want to see you. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to work with you anymore. I don't want to live in this house with you. I don't even want to look at you. Some of you, if you are sharing space with somebody, you're literally getting off of work, going in your room, shutting the door, looking at TV, or opening a book and saying, you know what, I'm in my own world. This is somebody who's unhappy. Even the dog is looking like, man, you look bad, you look pitiful. And it's because somebody's unhappy, and it could be because they're dealing with a situation or environment where there's arguments. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So some of you could be dealing with the Five of Swords, and then we have the Queen of Swords. Could be dealing with an air sign person, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. For some, I do get Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And some fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Some of you could be dealing, if we go and just stretch out or strike out the signs, some of you are dealing with somebody who's overbearing. Somebody who may always want things their way, or they always have to be right, or everything always has to go the way that they want it to go, or else you have a problem. Somebody that could be, if you look at it, with the swords, we got knives in the air, we got a scapula in the air, and then we got somebody pointing, do what I tell you to do, or else. Or you don't want none of this, or else. So I keep getting that some of you are dealing in an environment or a situation where there is this or else type of thing. Now, it's showing with the Knight of Blades. A few of you may be going along with the program, maybe because you have to. You don't have the money to move out, or you don't feel like you have the education to go get another job, or you're stuck in this because you got to pay bills. I can't leave this position because I need it right now. But you're being put in a situation where you're being forced to do something that you don't want to do, Cancer. This guy's cutting his woman's bangs, and she's like, I don't know if I want this. And even the dog, I love this card. Even the dog is looking at him like, what are you doing? She didn't want that. So some of you are allowing people to do things to you that you don't want. And this person, look at them, they don't seem to care. It's like, I'm going to do it. They see the distress on her face, but they're smiling. So you could be dealing with somebody that likes poking at you, causing you some type of stress in your life. They may get off on that. You may be dealing with somebody who's emotionally abusive. For a few of you, this could even be somebody who's physically abusive. We have a lot of sword cards. Strife, conflict. And the thing about it is, there's a truth that comes out with this Ace of Swords. So some of you may be discovering something like, man, I didn't even know it was this bad, but now I'm realizing, yeah, shit's bad. It's bad. I might have to deal with something. So some of you could be dealing with somebody who's overbearing. If this is not them being overbearing, this could be you. I don't want to compromise with you. I want what I want. Could be dealing with narcissism. Somebody's like, give me what I want. That could be why you're in the hermit mode and you're pulling away. It's like, I don't want to do this. You're not making me feel happy. Oh, I just realized I need to get my nails done. Oh, like a broke down Barbie over here. Ugh. Not the way I want to represent. That was so un-Libra-like of me. And I meant to get my nails done today, but you know what? I was trying to rush home to get these done, so I did it for the right reason. I sacrificed the nails because I wanted to get the readings out. So I feel validated now. Alright. For some of you, I definitely feel like there's stress. Nine of Swords. We got a lot of Swords cards. Somebody's stressing out. You're in an environment that's stressing you out. You're not feeling comfortable. That's why that Fool card. I'm out. I want to be gone. Four of Cups. I'm bored. Discontent. Don't want to be here anymore. Your time is coming, Cancer. I feel like there's decisions that need to be made. Now we got Five of Swords twice. It's showing there's a lot of conflict. Some of you may be dealing with arguments, or an argumentative person, or somebody who just has a really negative energy, and you're done with it. And I feel like there's decisions that need to come or be made. So some of you really are opening yourself up and saying, okay, I need to put money aside, or I need to put my resume out, or I need to go back to school and get my education up so that I can make more money and get out of here. So I feel like for some of you, you're definitely... Is that Buddha? You're definitely in a mindset where it's like, I got to do something to elevate myself or push myself to move forward. Some of you are using the skill set that you already have and you're applying for a job, and with Ace of Pentacles is showing that you're going to get it. We got Knight of Pentacles, somebody putting in the work. They're not just talking about it, they're actually doing it. Some of you may even be creating a side hustle. It's like, you know what? I need to go ahead and do something that brings more money in because I got shit to do. I'm trying to move, trying to better myself. I'm trying to get out this environment. So for some of you, you might be working more than one job. You could be having a job that's a 9 to 5 and you got a side hustle that comes in after that. For some of you, you're working to get to this job. This could even be on-the-job training, learning something new, but it's more action-oriented because with that Knight, he's coming in. Sometimes he moves slow though, but he's bringing in the money. And the good thing I like about it is he's bringing in this 10 of Pentacles, which means that I did the studying, the education, I have the skill set, I have the job coming in, I'm willing to do the work, and my work is going to pay off. I have good money coming in. So for some of you, if you've been struggling financially, it's showing that you have opportunities that are coming in that actually elevate you and put you in a really good place. You have to do the work though. You can't think about it, Cancer. You can't sleep on it, dream on it, fantasize about it. You literally have to put your resume, your applications out there, do the follow-up, be willing to do the work, and you're going to get blessed, and be blessed in a major way. The Strength card is showing for some of you, you're coming through a hard time. And for a few of you, this is abusive. This is being in a situation with somebody that really is kind of, you know, messing with you, not making you happy. High Priestess is coming in, and some of you may even be connecting with Spirit when you're in this Hermit. When you're in that mode, it's almost this thing of Spirit guidance. What should I do? What should I do? And I feel like with the Lovers, there's decisions that need to be made. I don't know why I always think these leaves are horns on these people. But look at them. Don't they look like they're up to no good? These older people. I know that's supposed to be a love look, but every time I see them, they're up to no good. Some of you could be having problems with an elder person. You could have somebody that is older and manipulating you. Maybe you're caretaking a parent, but they can actually do pretty well for themselves. But it's like, I don't want you to leave because I need you. Or I don't want you to go because I can't do it. Or I don't want you to go because I don't want to be alone. So some of you may be getting guilted or, is guilted a word? Guilted? Or manipulated into a situation. But I feel like with the Fool card, you may not want to be there. For some of you with 2 elderly people, 3 elderly people, you may be stuck in a situation of caretaking for somebody that will not let you go. Nine of Swords may be like, how do I get out of this? Stress, sleepless nights. Knight of Swords, committing yourself to something that maybe you don't want to do anymore. Taking care of somebody. Now, they could be elderly or this could be somebody else, and it's just like, I don't know if I want to take care of it. But every time you try to pull away, there's conflict. So some of you may be struggling with conflict. Somebody trying to make you feel guilty about wanting to do something for yourself or moving on. Some of you, definitely there's a move You're going to be moving out of your environment. There's jobs coming in, there's money coming in, and it's like, I'm out. I can't be here anymore. Four of Swords, some of you are even, you're exhausted. I need this. I need to leave. A few of you are going to be traveling. There's, with this Ten of Pentacles coming in, you have this money to do it. This is not just income tax. For a lot of you, this is a new job coming in that brings in some money. Some of you are going to be using this money to complete an education. Maybe go for your master's, your PhD, which opens you up to more money. If not, this is just, you know, going to school, on-the-job training, learning the skill set that brings in money. But I feel like money that brings in travel. Some of you definitely are going to be exploring. I kind of get this thing of having to defend yourself, and it comes with the conflict. I feel like somebody's definitely making you feel guilty. Why do you want to walk away from this? Why do you not want to help me anymore? Why are you not putting any energy into this? And some of you are like, because it's time for me to leave. It's time for me to do what I need to do for me. It's time for me to accomplish things that I want to accomplish, and I can't do that if I'm being held back. So some of you may be taking the time to try to explain this to this person. And I get it over and over again. With me, you get it one time. I'm just going to tell you one time and that's it. But for some of you, I feel like we've talked about this before. We've talked about it. You know, I'm doing this. I need to do this. You understand. And the person is like, yeah, but I don't understand why it has to be now. So you're defending your decisions. Spirit is saying with Nine of Wands, don't give up. Don't cave in. Don't give up your power to somebody else, especially if you know that this is what you need. Now, it's really hard if this is a caretaking situation and you have elderly parents, because you literally may be stuck in a situation. I don't know why, but I do get legal things. So I'm wondering for some of you if you possibly could be going to court to try to get some type of legal aid, or for a few this could be divorcing an abusive person, or coming out of an abusive relationship, or severing a partnership. But for some of you, I almost feel like you're trying to get some type of aid or something to come through to help you with an elderly parent so that you can move on. Maybe you're trying to get them in a nursing home. I get some type of paperwork and signing things and guardianship. So for some, you may be making a decision, which is maybe a hard or painful decision for a few people. What do I do with my elderly parent? You know, do I take care of them? Do I walk away from them? You know, I move them into a home? So I feel like some of you are going to be struggling with that. And for a few of you, there's something, an energy that there's a parent that can do more for themselves, but they don't want you to walk away from them. They don't want you to leave them. So they're manipulating the situation. This could be like a mother saying, look, do what I tell you to do. Don't question me. But I feel like you guys have big opportunities that are coming in. The Strength card is showing that you're going to get past this. Some of you may be feeling limited or handicapped by decisions that you made in the past. But Spirit is showing that it's not going to hold you down. I feel like with the Sun card, there's something positive that's coming in, Cancer, that helps you move forward. Helps you move forward with these fire cards in a major way. So you may get this energy that swoops in. Opportunity is like, you got to make a decision now. Can you do this? And you're like, okay, well, let me see. But I feel like for a lot of you, you're jumping on top of a job. You're jumping on top of a house. Some of you may even be getting some type of recognition or spotlight shined on you because you're trying to put yourself out there, and it brings in more money, because I'm getting something where you're being put in front of people, whether this is in front of a camera or a group, working with a group of people, but people are focused on you. This could even be making a partnership with somebody too, a business partnership. Let's go in together. Definitely feel like you're going to be, whether this is a romantic partnership where it develops, let's start a business, to a couple deciding let's start a business together. There's something that you're going to be doing that brings in more money. And I feel like for a lot of you, you could meet somebody through an educational source. This could be some type of class that you need to take, and you're meeting somebody that has a similar idea, or you're putting your ideas together, or you're going to school with somebody and you're graduating and saying, this is what we dreamed of, let's start it up. Definitely get some type of growth with partnership. Some of you may even decide to get married, and it may be a quickie wedding. Let's elope. Let's go somewhere sunny. Let's go to an island. Let's go somewhere just you and I, and elope. Because I feel like there's a quick energy that comes in and somebody's like, okay, let's make this partnership. Some of you could be marrying somebody from an island. Definitely getting something with a move. Not so much a big relocation, but a move. Cancer. So there's some changes that are coming in that have to do with connections with another person. Now we got Six of Cups, which is somebody from the past. So I'm wondering if for some of you this is really not a quickie courtship. Maybe you dated this person before and they're coming back and there's like, okay, you know, I kind of fucked up. I realize I love you. Let's get married. Let's do it. And you're like, let's do it before you change your mind. Let's do it. But I definitely feel like there's somebody from the past who's coming back. Some of you are going to be tempted by this person because you're either already in a relationship with somebody or you're possibly married when this person comes in. For a few, this could be a Mercury retrograde coming up, and it's just like somebody from the past reaches back out and you realize that it's not over with. Some of you are deciding that I want to move forward with this person. So there's some changes that are coming in. New job, a move coming in. A lot of you are going to have to get past the manipulation. People manipulating you, playing on your sympathy. You know, trying to hold you back because they don't want to see you grow. This could be family members. This could be friends. But I feel like you want to take this leap of faith and somebody's like, they're like, you know, these are your locks and they're pulling. I'm like, oh, let me go. And they're like, no. Some of y'all are dealing with somebody that literally has you in a death grip. But it's codependency. They may not need you. You may not need them. But it's codependency. Somebody's making you think that. Or either you're thinking that I can't leave. Cancer, 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 Cancer. Endings, letting go. You're coming to the end of a cycle, which means for a few of you, regardless of if people want you to stay or not, you're deciding, I'm going to walk away. And it's because you're getting clarity. You're embracing your power. You feel like I don't need to be held back anymore. Jack of Spades is a negative person. This is somebody who could be hostile, who could be just really dark when it comes to what they want. Could be air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But this is somebody that can be manipulative. For a few of you, this is a problem with a coworker. They're trying to stop you from moving on or applying for a better job or going for a promotion because they want it. But for some of you, this is somebody that is close enough that they feel like I can hold you back. I'm getting somebody who's very outspoken. They don't think about what they're going to say. They just say it, and if it hurts your feelings, oh well. I kind of get that vibe that you're dealing with somebody that is, they have some issues. Let's see. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Any other messages there? Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Be careful of one-sided relationships, that you're not putting things in or staying with somebody because you feel like you need them. Some of you are afraid to step out on your own because you feel like, and it could be the financial aspect of it, I don't have the money, so I have to put up with this shit because I don't have the money. And some of you have become very complacent in that energy where it's not, you're not even looking for an out. But it's affecting your mental stability, Cancer. Let's see. Financial troubles. Some of you, pregnancies. I don't have the money, I'm pregnant, I can't walk away from this person. And some of you are dealing with an abusive person. They tell you when you can go to the bathroom, what you can do, how you can eat. They pick the food that they want to fit, they want. So some of you are dealing with somebody who's very overbearing and can be very possessive. I get communications with this problem, and it's because this communications problems with this person is because they really aren't trying to hear you. So for a few of you, if you're in a relationship like that and you're talking to somebody, because we get Jack of Spades, this person doesn't really care. They care about themselves, but they're not really caring about you. And that's why you're having communication problems. They don't care what you're talking about. They don't care what you're saying because they know they're going to do what they want to do anyway. So definitely issues with communication. Some of you are going through a major life change, new job, new experience that brings in more money, feeling trapped, but the job is going to release you. It's like, okay, you get this job, you start making money, I can go. For a few of you, the only thing holding you stuck is you don't have the money, Cancer, but you got the money coming. I get a new car and a new place coming in this year for some of you. Congratulations. And I see loss of a friend or walking away from somebody because you're not happy. You're not happy, or they're overbearing. They're sucking the life out of you, and you're like, I'm done. I don't want to be here anymore. So there's decisions that are coming in, but they look like in the long run, you do take that leap of faith. You do apply for that job. You get the money that comes in, and you're like, I'm out. I've been waiting for this. So for a few of you, this is planned. You know, you're waiting for that tax refund, or you're waiting for that job to call you so you can put a couple of checks back and be gone. For a few of you, you're going to have a harder time because you could be obligated by somebody who's older or elder that needs to be taken care of, and you feel stuck in a situation. Make sure that they're not playing you. Older people play you. They do. Baby, come see me. I'm lonely. Take me to the bingo. And you're like, why you ain't got no money to go to the bingo? I put something to the side. Come pick me up. And when you're like, I can't do it, you gonna leave your grandma out like that? You gonna just let me sit at home looking at Maury all day? Take me to the bingo. And next thing you know, you pulling up, going to the bingo, because they don't guilted you into doing it. So for some of you, you may have to question the motives of some of the people that you're dealing with, but don't let it hold you back, because if you do, you're gonna regret it. You're going to feel like they got over on you, and some of you are giving up your power to make other people happy. You got to not do that, especially if it's really making you miserable, Cancer. All right? Love you guys.